Hello, everyone. It's us, the passionate team here at TV Days Drama Digest, your go-to source for all things soap opera drama, twists, and tantalizing theories. We're thrilled to have you joining us today as we dive headfirst into one of the most gripping storylines currently unfolding on Days of Our Lives. If you're a die-hard fan like we are, you've probably been glued to your screen, heart pounding, as the chaos in Salem escalates to new heights. Today, we're tackling the burning question that's got everyone buzzing: who attacked Alex? And let us be crystal clear right from the start, we're convinced it wasn't Jeremy. But if not him, then who? Buckle up, because in this in-depth analysis, we're going to dissect yesterday's explosive episode, explore alternative suspects, and spin out some wild speculations that will leave you on the edge of your seat. We'll make this discussion as dramatic and detailed as the show itself, expanding on every shadowy clue and emotional undercurrent. So, grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's unravel this mystery together in what promises to be a roller coaster of revelations. First, let's set the scene and rewind to yesterday's heart-stopping episode. Picture this: the autumn air in Salem is thick with tension, leaves rustling ominously underfoot as the characters navigate their web of relationships, betrayals, and hidden agendas. Chad DiMera, ever the brooding hero with his chiseled jaw and piercing eyes, is on a frantic search with Katie's, the enigmatic cat, whose mysterious past always seems to lurk just beneath the surface. They're hunting for a carving knife, not just any ordinary kitchen tool, but one that's become a symbol of impending doom in this storyline. Why a carving knife, you ask? Well, in the world of Days of Our Lives, everyday objects often transform into instruments of fate, and this knife is no exception. It's tied to a Halloween-themed prank that's spiraling out of control, blending festive fun with deadly intent. Meanwhile, in a parallel plot that's pure soap opera gold, young Thomas and Rachel, those mischievous kids with innocent faces hiding a streak of DiMera cunning, get up to no good. They're carving a massive pumpkin, not for decoration, but as a projectile weapon aimed straight at Kat's head. Oh, the drama. Imagine the scene: the orange gourd glowing under the dim lights of the DiMera mansion, its jagged smile mocking the seriousness of the moment. Thomas, with his wide-eyed enthusiasm, and Rachel, her tiny hands gripping the tools with surprising determination, are giggling conspiratorially. It's a moment that captures the show's genius, mixing childhood antics with adult peril, reminding us that in Salem, innocence is often the prelude to catastrophe. But here's where the real thriller begins. As Chad and Kat close in on their search, a shadowy figure emerges from the darkness. We, the viewers, are teased with only fragments: a gloved hand clutching the gleaming blade, a jacket sleeve that screams Jeremy in its familiar style. The attacker lunges, slashing wildly at Alex Kyriakis, the charismatic yet troubled heir whose life has been a whirlwind of corporate intrigue, romantic entanglements, and family feuds. The knife whistles through the air, missing its mark by mere inches, a near-fatal swipe that sends shivers down our spines. Alex, caught off guard, stumbles, but survives, the blade embedding itself harmlessly in the background scenery. Now, add to this chaos the flying pumpkin. Yes, you read that right. Thomas and Rachel's prank reaches its climax just as the attack unfolds. The pumpkin hurtles through the air like a cannonball from a bygone era, its trajectory aimed with youthful precision at Kat. Alex, ever the protector, or is it something more sinister, spots the incoming missile and shoves Kat out of harm's way. He collides with the pumpkin himself, the impact sending seeds and pulp exploding in a messy, orange shower. It's a scene straight out of a horror comedy, but with Day's signature edgelorder undercut by lurking danger. In the midst of this pandemonium, the knife clatters to the ground behind them, forgotten amid the squashy aftermath. No one notices. No one questions the anomaly. The characters brush it off as part of the prank, but we fans know better. That knife wasn't meant for carving pumpkins. It was meant for carving out a life. This overlooked detail is what fuels the fire of speculation. Why did no one see the knife? Was it deliberate misdirection, or just the fog of confusion that so often envelops Salem's residents? The episode masterfully builds suspense here, using quick cuts and dramatic music swells to heighten the drama. The attacker's identity is shrouded in mystery, but the clues point tantalizingly toward Jeremy Horton. After all, we saw that hand, that jacket elements, that scream his involvement. Jeremy, with his history of impulsive decisions and tangled loyalties, has been a fan favorite for his complexity. Remember his past run-ins with the law, his stormy relationships, and that brooding intensity that makes him both hero and potential villain. It's easy to see why some viewers are quick to pin the blame on him. Social media is ablaze with theories. Jeremy's jealousy over Alex's success is boiling over, or it's payback for that old feud from seasons ago. We've seen the tweets, the Reddit threads, the fan forums erupting with debates. But hold on, dear viewers/TV Days Drama Digest beg to differ. We're not buying it. Jeremy's too obvious, too on the nose for a show that thrives on jaw-dropping twists. So, if not Jeremy, then who? Let's pivot to our prime suspect, Liam. Liam's newcomer who's just blown into Salem like a storm from the past, carrying with him a suitcase full of secrets and a gaze that could freeze blood. Introduced only a few episodes ago, Liam arrives under the guise of a charming entrepreneur, but his eyes tell a different story. They're haunted, calculating, always scanning the room, as if assessing threats or opportunities for revenge. What if Liam isn't just any new face in town? What if he's Alex's long-lost enemy from a forgotten chapter of his life? Picture this expanded backstory. Years ago, before Alex rose to prominence in the Kyriakis Empire, he and Liam were rivals in a cutthroat business deal gone wrong. Maybe it was a shady investment scheme where Alex outmaneuvered Liam, leaving him bankrupt and bitter. Or perhaps it's more personal, a stolen love interest, a betrayed friendship that festered into hatred over the decades. In our dramatic reimagining, let's flesh this out. Imagine a young Alex, ambitious and ruthless, crossing paths with Liam in a bustling city far from Salem. They start as allies, toasting to future successes in dimly lit bars, but greed creeps in. Alex pulls a fast one, perhaps forging documents or spreading rumors that ruin Liam's reputation. Liam vows revenge, disappearing into the shadows to plot his comeback. Fast forward to now, Liam reemerges in Salem, impeccably dressed, with a smile that doesn't reach his eyes. He insinuates himself into social circles, befriending those close to Alex, all while harboring a deadly grudge. That attack. It wasn't random. It was meticulously planned. The Jeremy disguise. A clever red herring, using stolen clothing or a look-alike jacket to throw everyone off the scent. Liam's hand, steady and vengeful, wielding the knife with precision born of years of simmering rage. But why Alex specifically? Let's delve deeper into Alex's character to understand the motive. Alex Kyriakis has always been a magnet for trouble. Son of the legendary Victor Kyriakis, he's inherited not just wealth, but a legacy of enemies. His romantic escapist with Stephanie, entanglements with Thirsa have left a trail of broken hearts. His business dealings, sharp and unforgiving, have crushed competitors. Liam could represent the ghosts of Alex's past rising up, a karmic payback for sins long buried. And let's not forget Susan Banks' eerie warning from earlier episodes. Susan, with her psychic visions and quirky demeanor, dropped a bombshell. A shadow from the past will strike in the heart of Salem. At the time, it seemed like typical Susan eccentricity, but now, it aligns perfectly with Liam's arrival. Her premonition of a mysterious killer lurking in the town isn't just filler dialogue, it's a harbinger of doom. Expanding on this, Alex's danger feels palpably real. He's not just physically at risk, his entire world is teetering. Post-attack, we see him brushing off the incident, but his eyes betray fear. In the hospital scene, spoiler alert for those catching up, doctors warn of potential complications from the near miss, perhaps a grazed artery or psychological trauma. Kat, grateful for his save, hovers protectively, but is her concern genuine, or is she hiding something too? Chad, sensing foul play, launches his own investigation, interrogating suspects with that classic DiMera intensity. The town of Salem itself becomes a character in this drama labyrinth of historic mansions, foggy docks, and whispered secrets, where danger hides around every corner. Let's amp up the drama with some hypothetical scenarios. Suppose Liam succeeds next time. What would that mean for the show? Alex's death could trigger a cascade of events, a power vacuum in the Kyriakis family, leading to epic boardroom battles, grief-stricken loved ones unraveling, perhaps driving Stephanie back into old habits or Teresa into a vengeful spiral. Or, twist it further, what if Liam isn't acting alone? Could he be allied with another Salem villain, like a resurrected Stefano DiMera proxy, or even Vivian Alamain pulling strings from afar? The possibilities are endless, and that's what makes days so addictive. Of course, we're not dismissing other theories entirely. Some fans point to internal family drama. Maybe it's Xander, Alex's cousin, with his checkered past and penchant for violence. Xander's been simmering with resentment over family fortunes, and that knife attack could be his way of eliminating competition. Or what about Bonnie? Her quirky, unpredictable nature might hide a darker side. But these feel like stretches compared to Liam's fresh motive. We've pored over episode recaps, analyzed body language in slow-motion replays, and even consulted fan wikis to build this case. The jacket, easily replicated. The hand, gloved, obscuring any identifying marks. It's all too perfect for Jeremy, which screams setup. As we wrap up this epic discussion, though, honestly, We could talk days, for Arslex remains in grave peril. That failed attack was just the opening salvo. The killer's blade will strike again, and Susan's warning echoes like a tolling bell. Salem is a powder keg, ready to explode with revelations, alliances shattered, and lives forever changed. What do you think, fellow fans? Is Liam the culprit? Or do you have a wilder theory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, share this video with your soap-loving friends, and subscribe to TV Days Drama Digest for more deep dives, episode breakdowns, and exclusive theories. We'll be watching tomorrow's episode with bated breath, ready to dissect every twist. Until then, stay dramatic. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.